No Airbrush, no problemo. When I started the Warhammer Imperium collection, I never thought that would be tremendous challenge to paint these miniatures. They are full of details with so much colors playing here, and found the technique to help me to paint a whole army of Space Marines without going crazy with time consuming techniques. And we need this go. The first thing to do is give it a thin layers of very moisted macrage blue, not to spoil any detail. We will have to give it about 3 layers to completely achieve that solid color that we are seeking. And we go to the second phase. For the light, we will start with Calgar blue. Without any paint, we will proceed to give small taps to the areas we want to illuminate. And although it seems that we're not painting, if we repeat the taps many times, a great gradient will begin to be created. The idea is to remove the most of the paint before brushing it over the miniature. Use the brush that you have. That's it. In this case, I'm using the Army Painter dry brush, and there's also Artisopus dry brushes who inspired me to make this video, and thanks to them I discovered this interesting technique. So the third color that we use is Phoenician Grey, which is a bluish grey with almost white, and we repeat the same process of the previous step, but without covering the whole area and focusing on the light will be reflect more. Passing the brush many times, we achieve more volumes in the miniature. For this process, we are going to go almost pure white for the highlights, until we get a lot of contrast between the dark and light areas. Don't worry, later it's gonna be more blue. And for this, I use a smaller dry brush. Okay, last step. We will use the Vallejo's Magic Blue paint. So with this, we regain the saturation lost giving those lights, and with this color, we must be very careful so that the brush is not loaded with the paint at all. We want to maintain the volumes we did of the light and only tint the top with this blue, most saturated blue. It's kind of the technique of the cenital primer, and then paint it with contrast. But we're doing it different. Step by step, we can see how a Space Marine begin to have very marked volumes. So this will be the process to achieve those subtle gradients with a brush and without using glazes. Overall, I'm happy with the process of painting my Ultramarine with just a brush and the resources that I have in hand. The result is great. A little bit tedious, but zero effort. So I'm eager to use this technique in larger vehicles and maybe World War II tanks. Yes. So if you have no eyebrows, I hope this technique helped you to paint your Space Marine army. And if you like it, please subscribe, leave your comments below, and see you next week. Thank you very much.